Mic check 1 2. This is Chris Mitchell, aka Kinetic, aka the chairman of the Jamaican Suplex Association, and I want to big up the Mega Powers TV. And if you are a wrestling fan of a certain ilk, a certain culture, and of a certain time, you're gonna understand what Mega Powers means.
The Mega Powers, Mega Powers,
Best match for me this year, definitely going to be John Cena and AJ Styles. They put on a masterclass with the letter to wrestling, how they told the stories, the moves that they pulled off against their previous opponents. It was a beautiful match. I loved how it was choreographed. It was great. I loved every bit of it.
Wrestling match of the year. Sorry, it has to be Gabe Kidd versus Kenny Omega at Wrestle Dynasty last year, January. Not that there's any bias because I'm the one that done Gabe Kidd's theme, but I just think that match is definitely one of the best matches of this decade. Kenny Omega coming in as the final boss, basically. Gabe Kidd, coming out to prove himself that, what, he is Shin Nihon, he is New Japan Pro Wrestling, and what an absolute barn burner of a match. Like, both of them put their bodies on the line, and just the story that they told within that match was absolutely phenomenal.
Also, I'm gonna throw this in. The best match of the year for best match of the year, the triple threat, WrestleMania 41, Bianca Belair, Io Sky, and Rhea Ripley. That was a great match. Phenomenal match. Do you remember that match, guys? Hope you do.
Best match, AJ Styles versus John Cena at the Crown Jewel joint. That was dread. That was, yeah, man. That's a match that sticks out in my head. I'm like, yeah. And it was no build up to it. It was like, yo, John Cena was like, yo, I just want this match to AJ Styles before I leave the building. And that's what we got. That's what happened. Big ups.
We have had loads of good wrestling. And that AJ Styles and John Cena match was just incredibly special. It was a love letter to wrestling. It was also a tribute to their feud. They still kept it in the ring after the three occasions they've been in the ring with each other. The TNA homage was needed. The John Cena WWE opponent homage was needed. The Bray Wyatt thing made me extremely emotional. That was a beautiful thing to see. You can't plan or orchestrate the entire crowd to sing The Whole World in His Hands with the fireflies out the minute after he does Sister Abigail, as John Cena sort of looks up to the lights and then looks up in the sky to Bray. Those moments are quite rare in wrestling. And when you've just got a spam finisher of different opponents, which you can only very rarely do, probably in the wrestling industry to this day, all the stars aligned that night, and it was a perfect wrestling extravaganza. So, boom.
Best match of the year would be John Cena and AJ Styles. Like, AJ Styles told that story of all of his rivalries that he had. It's the same way that John Cena did, but that match, and I'll give Cena his props, they did what they needed to do to tell a story. But hands down, AJ Styles is still one of the best wrestlers on the planet.
If there was one match of the year that I really wanted to pick, and this should have been the main event at Revolution in AEW, it should have been the Hollywood ending featuring Mariah May and Toni Storm. That storyline actually got people's attention, especially if you did not watch AEW. That whole story lasted for a year, and I really wanted them to be the first female match to main event a pay-per-view throughout the tenure of AEW. They put on an incredible match, storytelling, everything that you needed to really think of, and I am so proud of both of them. And I'm still holding hope that a women's match is going to main event an AEW pay-per-view in the future.
Best match of the year, I'm gonna go with Hangman versus Jon Moxley for the world title. Yeah, the selling in that, it was the selling that really, when Moxley tapped out, I really thought Moxley was gonna die. And I know that happens a lot. This guy, bringing out better nails and all that stuff. I'm gonna go with Hangman, Jon Moxley for sure.
Hey, yo, guys, it's the one AJ representing the Ministry of Wrestling. Thank you very much, Mega Powers. So you guys have asked for the match of the year, and it was a bit of a unanimous vote for us. It had to be the love letter to wrestling that was AJ Styles versus John Cena at Crown Jewel. They threw it back. They took it all the way back, and they brought it all the way forward. They brought out the Fireflies. They brought out every opponent finisher. We loved it. There were some real great matches out there, but that was definitely our winner. So from the MO Dub, we have said AJ Styles versus John Cena at Crown Jewel match of 2025.
Guys, don't come at me in the comments, yeah? I've only mainly watched WWE this year. I haven't been in depth with AEW this year, so there's a lot of AEW matches I'm probably forgetting or missing out. But in terms of WWE, honorable mention, I'm going to say Reigns, Punk, and Seth at WrestleMania. And match of the year, Io, Bianca, and Rhea.
Wicked. The mega powers, yeah. Mega powers, yeah.